Turkey has summoned Germany's ambassador following the detention of two Turkish journalists here in Germany. The Turkish Foreign Ministry calling it an act of harassment and intimidation. German officials say that the two men who worked for a pro-government Turkish newspaper were not arrested, but briefly detained while their apartments were searched. Police say that the operation was carried out as part of a preliminary investigation. All right, what's behind this? Let's go now to our political correspondent, Simon Young. Simon, who are these two journalists and what do the German police, what do they think they did?
Yeah, so in the early hours of Wednesday morning, police in the state of Hessen in central Germany, they searched the homes of two men, journalists working at the Frankfurt bureau of the Turkish newspaper Sabah, and they seized electronic storage media and some other evidence, and subsequently these men were free to go. Now, this is part of an investigation by state prosecutors into what was described as an allegation of compromising dissemination of personal data. So what's behind that? Well, in the past, Sabah has published personal details, in particular about a Turkish journalist who has been living in Germany, a man who's published many videos about what he alleges is corruption by President Erdogan and those around him. And indeed, just a few months ago, they published a photo of the building where that journalist was living on their front page. They ran a story accusing him of being a provocateur and a terrorist. So there have been concerns for that journalist's safety, and I think it's in relation to that we're seeing this investigation, this police action.
And all of this, the reason that Turkey summoned the German ambassador, I mean, that's a strong reaction, isn't it?
Absolutely. The Turkish Foreign Ministry has said the German police activity is unacceptable. They say it's harassment of journalists, and they say it's based on the complaint by one person, a person that they identify as being part of the what they call the terrorist Gülen organisation, which they say was behind the 2016 coup attempt. So they've done all sorts of things. They're ticking off the German ambassador. They're talking about double standards. Because they say Germany preaches to the world about freedom of speech, but they don't practice what they preach. And they say that this was a deliberate act timed to coincide with the runoff vote in the presidential election in Turkey. I think it's worth saying that the Sabah newspaper is close to the Turkish state and to President Erdogan in particular. So it's perhaps not surprising that we've seen a strong reaction about what's been going on in Germany.
DW's Simon Young with the latest tonight here in Berlin. Simon, as always, thank you.